Hey, Swabs here, and it's time to cover another Hearthstone standard deck, this time being Evolve Shaman. At time of recording this video, Blizzard has officially announced that there will be changes this coming up week, and some of which have been leaked out, such as the Snowfall Guardian nerf, which is why it isn't included in the deck, and other cards that I'm assuming might get changed are also not in this deck, which means because I don't know which cards will actually be changed, I will be leaving an additional deck string down below that will include cards that may or may not get changed in the future, such as the Battlecry package, which is completely missing from my variant of the deck. And even without that package, this deck had around a 50% win rate across the 25 games that I actually played with it. To start with the Mulligan guide, there is one key combo that will just win you out the game right away if you do have it in your opening hand. This combo being Schooling, Null, and Muck Pools. If you have all three of these cards in your opening hand, you can actually get a Null down on turn 2 along with Muck Pools in order to just evolve your Null into another 10 drop minion and thus allowing you to win the game pretty quickly. As seen in the clip behind us, where we get an 8/8 on turn 2. However, outside of the combo, Muck Pools and Schoolings are just normally really great cards to keep in your open hand, as these will both allow you to evolve things really early on, or allow you to fill your infused cards that you also have in the deck, such as Convincing Disguise. Sleepbreaker and Maze Guide are also really good to keep in your open hand, really good turn 2 plays. Primordial Dungeoneer is also really good, along with Reef Walker for 3 cost cards. And finally, Wildpaw Cavern is our replacement for Snowfall Guardian. It doesn't AoE freeze, which is a little bit worse. However, it does have a pretty good synergy anyways, just allowing you to generate 3 additional targets for your evolves. That all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Mage. The nice thing about the most common Mage deck there is out there, the fact that we can actually devolve all of their skeletons away, and though we might have wanted to actually keep that, we're keeping the Sire Denathrius just because it's a little bit funny to have him in our starting hand, and we already had a good turn 1 and 4 play anyways, so I didn't really care too much about having a dead card. Second Muck Pools, okay. Now, second Maze Guide. Let's see what we can evolve into. Now, that is a minion that I did not want to see. I forgot that minion even still existed. I guess it is a Storm one. It's a cool minion in theory, it's just annoying. We can put down a second Maze Guide, and then we can also use the Muck Pool to evolve the Maze Guide, I guess. Might as well. We're not going to have any space for the Lady Vashj next turn anyway, so who cares? A Deepwater Invoker. Gonna gain 10 mana. Oh, Famished Fool is pretty decent if we had a lot of minions to kill off. We can kill off 2 of our minions here, just to give us space. Let's put down Vashj. Attack their face. The minion comes out of the dormant. We get a 5-cost minion. That is a 1/1. And if they kill it, then we get a 5/6, if I remember right. Vashj is actually one of those cards that I'm shocked at how decent it felt so far. Okay, so Tiny Toys. Let's just evolve her again, because why not? Another Dormant minion. What are the chances of getting all these Dormant minions, even though Dormant isn't a mechanic that's in every single set? Okay, where are they going to attack? They did make our Tiny Tool cost 10, which is a bit frustrating, but we didn't necessarily need it. We can just attack with these 2 minions. We still don't have space. We can just keep going face, pass turn back. Okay, so interesting. They're playing, I think, Big Spell Mage. Can kill off a minion there. We can evolve a Null. Then we can attack into the skeleton. Hopefully it doesn't kill the gnoll if it's our face. What do we get here? Another gnoll. I hate when this happens. Let's just evolve the gnoll again. See what we get this time. Local Lars, nice. And then we just hero power, I guess. Okay, so they freeze out our board. That's actually an interesting combo that I didn't actually think of. Is Varden plus Bran. Let's draw 3 cards, see what we can get. Brief Walker. Okay. We're going to have to let the Bran stay on the board for an additional turn, aren't we? And that's going to be a little bit annoying. Okay, Mailbox Dancer. Reckless Apprentice, that will do 1 damage to everything, which is actually not that bad. Could be a lot worse. Okay, what do we want to do here? We don't have enough hand space for the schooling. Brucon kills Bran, I think, here. Maybe not, actually. 2 damage, hoping to get another one. I might as well heal up, why not? We got the other one. Oh, yeah, we do have the additional coin. I did this on purpose, right? And then we can put down 2 Swarmers, which kills the Bran, and then kills Varden. Really forgot about the Mailbox Dancer, to be honest. Okay, Belinda. Let's see what they can actually get. Reducing something to 5, 10 costs. Okay, so they're actually going to be able to get something out here. That is not what I want to see. Ooh, 2 big dragons. What do we want to do here? What can we actually do here? Let's just put down a bunch of things. Kill the 3/1. Evolve everything, I guess. 2 Mr. Smites. Okay. 1 off of lethal, which is a little bit frustrating, but what were the chances that we got 2 smites off of that, to be honest? Let's heal up a little bit. And then pass the turn back, I guess. They have what? 26 damage on board. They just need to not have any type of fireball. I think fireball is exact lethal if they got it. Well, not exact because they'd have to have their hero power too. Okay, Theodore. Please don't get Sire. Please don't get Sire. Grab anything but Sire. Nice. Okay, I don't actually know what they grabbed. Okay, Rune of the Archmage. Just hoping they don't get 7 damage here to my face. Okay, that's 3 damage to our minion. 3 more damage, hopefully, to the minion. Okay. A secret, and they're going to kill the minion. Now we just have to hope and pray the Sire hits 1 point of damage to their face. And it does. Alright, time for a game against Paladin. Now, this opening hand, I don't think I want to keep anything here besides maybe 1 Caretaker. Because having 1 isn't necessarily bad, but I don't think I want to keep anything else here. Okay, a Dungeoneer, Sleepbreaker, and a Maze Guide. Keep wanting to call it a Maze Runner. I know that's not correct. Okay, Knight of Atonement. We could coin out the Maze Guide. I guess we aren't going to. Okay, they're going to summon a minion and probably pass the turn back to us. Okay, we're just going to put down the Sleepbreaker. We can freeze one of their minions next turn. Okay, so they actually killed both of their own minions. Now that's a minion that I really want to deal with, but don't think we have an actual response to it. I mean, we could Primordial Wave, but I think that would be a little bit dumb. Let's use the Dungeoneer, Convincing Disguise, okay. So they have a bunch of minions. Those necessarily don't do anything. Can't kill that stupid minion. We probably should have just went face there, to be honest. Ooh, the Null is cool. Let's just evolve everything here. Get an 8 drop, which is nice. Or at 8-8, I mean. They did make it have one attack, which is a little bit frustrating. Like, who runs that card? I guess Pure Paladin runs that card. I have really just not been interested in Paladin this set. I tried a questline Paladin deck super early on and it felt really awful, so I just didn't do anything with it. I'm gonna freeze a minion to draw a card. Oh, the second null. That's actually not bad. Let's play down the null, attack into their 3-1. Go face. Go face again. Probably should have attacked into one of their 1-1s. Now that's an annoying minion, but we did get a 12-12 and a 10-10. But this is the one class that can actually deal with this board really easily. Why did they have to have that combo in hand? I should have expected it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's sad for me. Well, we can put down a bunch of 5-cost minions and then evolve them into 7-cost minions here, I guess. As long as they don't have the combo again. Let's attack with this one first, though. Now, what do we get? Oh, our Druid of the Plains is back. Knight of Atonement. Probably getting close to having combo in their hand again to wipe out our board. Okay, we can use Schooling to feed into our Sire, while also clearing out some of the board and just going face. Let's put down the Reef Walker. Then we can put down one of the Swarmers. Back into the 3-2. Put down a second Swarmer. Attack into one of the other 2 attack minions. Then we only have 1 minion to deal with there. And they have combo again. Well, those minions were fun while they lasted. We're 1 off lethal from Sire, aren't we? Problem here is, if they have access to their hero card, I'd rather put them at 1 than wait till get perfect lethal. Okay, so they lowered our attack to 1. Put themselves up to 5 HP. Alright, so we need 4 additional HP for damage. We can put down a Reef Walker, get a fish. That doesn't necessarily do much. We can just keep going face. Put down the second Maze Guide because why not? Party Up. Actually, who runs Party Up? Maybe it was Reno here, Paladin. I really want to make Party Up work. It just doesn't feel like it functions. And they give up. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Hey, Schooling and Null are really funny together. Let's see if we can get a Muck Pool. That would be really nice. Fleet Breaker isn't technically a Muck Pool. 3 of the same color fish. That's actually kind of shocking. I've had that happen a few times, but it's always interesting when it does, because there's such a low percent chance it should happen, in theory. Okay, a Reef Walker. Let's just put down a Sleep Breaker and pass the turn back. They have 2 minions out, or 3 minions out, I should say. We can attack into one of them, and freeze another, draw a card, and then use a totem, I guess. Okay, there's the mine. Wildpaw Cavern. Huh. Yeah, that should do it for this turn. Attack into the 3, or the 1-2. Okay, so they're going to coin out something. Let's see what they can get. Flipper Friends. Okay. And that doesn't do too much against us. It's a bit annoying because I know they probably have a Sire in hand. We can drop the Null, attack into the 1-1, get a 8-8 out of this, and then get a 3-4. Second Flipper Friends. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter what type of minion we generate if they can just generate enough tokens to get rid of our entire board every turn. Huh. That's an interesting top deck. I'm just going to Hero Power and then maybe Reef Walker? Yeah, let's just do that to be safe. And then pass the turn back. Get another 3/4. We can keep freezing out their face. Planted evidence into, let's see, aquatic form, into a second aquatic form, into who knows what. They're just going to armor up a little bit. Probably get a nourish there. Okay, so tiny toys. Let's put down a fish. Attack into their 2/1. And then put down some more fish. Freeze their face. Then pass turn back. Another flipper friends. That's the third one this game. Gonna kill most of our board, I'm assuming. Yes, the plus side is we do have Vashj and a convincing disguise, so that isn't too awful. They're gonna kill the brief walker, then probably kill the other 2 fish. Okay, they're gonna use wild growth, and I'm assuming pass the turn back to us. Okay, so we have space to use that, and then just go face. Then use infused disguise. Then pass turn back, and we should just win here, unless they have. Actually, they have to have 2 scales of Onyxia, I think, to get out of this. I don't think they have enough mana. Yes, we got a little bit lucky. They didn't have Guff. Okay, they'll draw the lowest cost card in their deck, which is a aquatic form. Okay, we're just probably going to win here. Okay, 2 more taunts. Brand's Bronzebeard does absolutely nothing. Just going to attack with the 2 lowest. Okay, maybe not the 2 lowest because I didn't notice, but we win the game here. Okay, so time for a game against Demon Hunter. Let's keep 1 convincing disguise and tiny toys. 2 sleep breakers to replace them is probably better. We're just going to attack our face. Do we want to coin out a sleep breaker just to put something on board? I don't know if that's actually necessary. Let's just pass turn back. They're just going to hero power us again. Second convincing disguise. Let's use sleep breaker. Okay, they're not actually Demon Hunter, they're Rogue. I haven't actually seen Thief Rogue in a little bit. Freeze one of their minions, put down the muck pools just to put down a muck pools. The second tiny toys doesn't really do us much. We can evolve this just to see what we get. That's actually kind of a funny minion to get there. So they discounted a spell in their hand twice. The hell could they have discounted? Oh, there's Maestra. Null would have been nice a turn earlier, so we could have actually, you know, evolved it, but it is what it is. Let's use the Sleep Breaker to freeze one of the 3/3s, and then just attack into the 3/3 with the 1/1. Okay, so we now have 2-cost Null next turn that we can evolve instantly with Location. Okay, they have a Null of their own. Well, 1-cost Null is pretty nice, especially because we can get rid of one of their minions here. Let's get rid of one, evolve this, see what we get. Another Rush minion, that's pretty cool. Okay, now what do we want to do here? We could use Theotar, I guess. Let's see what we can grab out of their hand. Counterband is probably best. Let's give them a tool that in theory gives them a little bit of draw power, but I don't think that's going to be too bad. It really depends on how many cards that they can actually put down. Okay, they're going to use Preparation to get something out. Blood in the Water, that kills Onyxia here. That's actually kind of fine. We do have a Convincing Disguise online with tiny toys if we really feel like it. Actually, we have them both online. Okay, let's just do this just to see what we can get. Memoria is actually kind of funny. I don't think this was the only game I generated Memoria randomly. That is definitely a card that I want to see buffed up when they make the announcements for Warrior. so they put down Metamorphosis. Card that I always forget is still in Standard. Or came back to Standard, I should say. Let's just go face. Why not? Puts them down to 1 HP. If only we had some type of buff for the Remoria. Let's evolve Vashj, see what we can get. Getting a 5/5. Okay, so they're going to shuffle Need for Greed back into their deck. There's not much that they can actually do here unless they had Scabs, but they don't, so we should be in a pretty good position. And we should just win here. That's such a pretty animation. Oh, Rakan's a funny way to end this game. But I think I'm going to end it with Remoria, just because that will be progress towards the achievement. Yep. Voila. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. Overall, this deck actually performed incredibly well, especially because the fact that I actually handicapped myself quite a bit by not using the Battlecry package, which is quite strong in a deck like this. If these other Battlecry cards don't actually get changed with the changes that we're going through this week, then you probably will be wanting to use cards like Bolner, Brilliant Macaws, and Brand's Bronzebeard in the deck, instead of cards like Maze Guide or the Reef Walkers. Hell, you could even throw in the Snowfall Guardians instead of the Wildpaw Caverns, because you're no longer worried about getting rid of a big buff up minion with your Primordial Wave. Overall, this is an easy deck for me to recommend, mainly because I don't expect this deck to be touched in any way when it comes to the changes that are going through this week, especially with the variant that I am showcasing in this video. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.